Just ordinary fans. Guess what, guys? I'm bringing you the CWL recap. Yes, as many are aware, we did not do as well as we usually do. Honestly, we just weren't together. We weren't on the same mind page. We had a lot more 1-stars. We didn't have as many triples. And we ended up taking second. Even though we lost 2 days, we ended up taking second in the league. Really, great work by everyone. Liam went 6 out of 7. Con went 5 out of 7. I went 4 out of 7. So those were the top 3. And yeah, it was a very tough league, as you guys can see. But we played our hardest and we tried, and that's all you can do at the end of the day. You just have to take the punches and go with it. So we're gonna start this off. This is gonna be about 30-minute episode, and then we're gonna move into the part 2, which is gonna be like another 20 minutes. So starting off, we have Con, and Con's going to be doing a little queen walk into a charge here, and the charge is based off of the Stone Slammer. Notice that Stone Slammer value breaking open that Inferno Tower wall. Now that with that Stone Slammer breaking up that wall, the queen's able to get in there and get the there's so much value as in the enemy queen. And in this case, he sends the Hog straight over the Giga Tesla. Use the Warden over the Giga Tesla. The healers left the queen, which is unfortunate because you wanted to keep that queen alive. And the king is just basically funneling the rest of the hogs throughout the main part of this base. Now, the queen went down, which is all right because these hogs are just overpowering this base. And then also check out the miners. This was a great hybrid attack. So he sent the hogs and the miners in over the Giga Tesla because they do a great job at like giving and taking to make sure that it's gonna secure the triple, like trash structures and defenses in the core there. So excellent raid by Ka. I mean, look, 99% there, lots of 90 pluses. But this is my first attack, guys. I did a queen charge hog, and this is a army that I saw a friend use, and I decided to give it a shot because at least the cleanup troop wise. And from here, I just made the funnel correct. Really, I just wanted to make sure that queen was going to get into the core. I was a little nervous about getting that queen charging in through that compartment, but it ended up working out great. As you guys know, I'm not the best queen charger or queen walker, so that's why I do my kill squad hogs. And I mean, this queen is just able to get so much value, guys. Is able to get the 1 multi-target Inferno, the enemy CC, the enemy king, the Giga Tesla, Eagle Artillery, and the enemy queen. So now all these hogs really have to deal with is the 2 multi-target Infernos and then the traps. And granted, that is a lot for hogs to go through, but it makes it a lot easier. So in this case, that queen charge just overpowered this base, and the hogs, I ended up basically swagging the warden's ability there, and then I had a skeleton spell for the queen, but I figured you didn't need it, so I just sent the skeleton spell over that multi-target Inferno to keep those hogs up even longer, and it actually ended up doing great. Swag queen ability. There was a lot of swag in that attack, but as you guys know, I don't like to swag. I like to use it to make sure I get the triple. Okay, yeah, I mean, just 1 star, it kind of hurt us, but now we have VA, and this is another beautiful, anytime you see VA raid, it's going to be a beautiful hit. And we actually have seen this base before. I commentated this before. I think it was the last war that I uploaded. But basically, you just get so much value with the kill squad into this base. It's kind of more difficult to funnel with that Tesla on the left-hand side, but once you get that funnel down, the value here is just insane because that queen is able to get into the core, and then that queen is able to reach 2 of the backside multi-target Infernos after this kill squad is able to get the Eagle Artillery, enemy CC, and the enemy queen. So, yeah, I definitely remember commentating this base before, and it's just, it worked out perfectly. That queen actually, she is able to get 2 multi-target of the Infernos, but she decided to run around on this one. And there goes the tornado trap. The hogs are just pushing around. Some perfectly placed heal spells, right on the corners of these defenses to make sure that they get the maximum value for the most amount of time. These skeleton traps are a pain. Gosh, I hate those things so much. And this queen decides to just destroy every wall in the core while the rest of the troops actually do work. So that is beautiful. Good job, VA. That is a good hit. And yeah, next up we have Liam. Now, Liam just went beast mode. He went 6 for 7 this CWL. This is an older base. You guys have seen this one before, I'm sure. But he creates a nice, good funnel, and then it's just he's going to suey the heroes with the siege machine and then mass hog the rest. He's got 2 skeleton spells to make sure that they take out the queen. Now, looking at this, guys, he's got the enemy CC is, painful for hogs. Luckily, that queen and the poison spell were able to take him out. From there, he's just going to mass hog starting on the eagle artillery side. Guys, remember, we always talk about going on the eagle artillery side because you want to save those hogs. And from here, they just push through some good placed healing spells. Warden's ability while the queen is targeting the hogs, okay? And then also rages through the queen so that those hogs stay up even longer. And then from there, those skeleton spells are rage, break through the wall, and then destroy the queen. Plenty of cleanup troops. Check out that party wizard. The party wizard's awesome. It's great. He attacks more damage and is quicker, but less HP. And when you have wizards, you're not looking to use that for the main kill squad of your attack, so the HP really doesn't matter much. What matters is the defensive output because you want to clean up faster. And then you got Ares with a 98% time fail, guys. That was the first day we beat them 4-0, averaged a 90% destruction with only 4 triples, which means our percentage was extremely high there. So yeah, going on to day 2, you guys. Now this is the team that won the league here, and guys, I'm not gonna lie, these guys, there's something fishy about it. I think they got our bases. They had like really big numbers for the first 2, and then had average numbers at the least. Even their overall placing was pretty low in comparison to the rest of the bigger names. So I think they just had a leak, got our bases, and they ended up getting 7 triples against us. They went from 0 triples to 7 triples. So yeah, not realistic, but it's all right. We live to fight another day. And here we got JD9. He's going to be doing a queen charge hog. And guys, you notice how many hog attacks we're really using here. We are using, almost every replay you see, there's hogs. It's just the attack to go to right now. You need to learn it. If you guys don't know it, you need to learn it. This level 9 hogs is just, overpowered right now, and it works out extremely well for all of these Town Hall 12 bases. And in this example, we have JD. He already queen charged through the Giga Tesla, the enemy CC, the enemy queen, and the enemy king, and basically split this base down like 50% down the middle. Then these hogs, he's going to send the hogs in. He used the Warden's ability early to keep them alive during that Eagle Artillery rain and that Bomber Tower multi-target Inferno area. And then from here, they focus on those skeleton traps. My favorite part of the raid, they split up. He has plenty of hogs left to secure the triple. What a, good hit, JD. Awesome hit. Yeah, this is a interesting CWL season. We definitely didn't do our normal potential. And now we have Ka. Check this guy out, guys. He uses a bat bomb over the Giga Tesla area, which is just huge. There's no splash damage in that area, and you know that area is going to be hidden with Tesla farms. So based on that, he's secured, that whole corner of the base, which means it's going to be great for big dragons. So he bat bombed and then is going to use big dragons over the core, use the Warden's ability extremely early because those, the loons were getting damaged. And then he saves a stone slammer just for the Giga Tesla, guys. Absolutely perfect mindset for this. We are very lucky that Khan came to join us in the CWL. He absolutely beast moded it. And it's because you get this. You get a player that has a variety of attacks, Like this guy, he can, I've seen him queen charge, P.E.K.K.A. Bobat, and now a bat slap drag attack, Like he just has such a variety and such, that kind of player is just so valuable. So, way to go, Khan. That's That's what I got to say about that. Next up, we got Mitch. Now, Mitch has been with us for a good little while, and he triples this base. We've seen this base quite a bit in Legend Leagues, and on this one, he's going to be mass hogs, and he sets up the funnel by a party wizard and then just a couple loons to make that archer tower off, and he's going to sui the heroes over the Giga Tesla Town Hall. Uses the Stone Slammer to tank for it, basically, just because he knows that there's going to be a lot of different defenses and traps up there. So the Stone Slammer actually goes off not according to plan, I guarantee it, because you want that Giga, or you want the CC troops, because it was 2 ice golems to freeze that Giga Tesla, but it ended up working out just fine. You got the town hall down. From there, sends the skeleton spells and a couple heal spells and a rage spell right in the core. Use the warden's ability. Right about over 50% of this raid, the skeletons are just going to push through, kill that queen. There are probably 30 hogs left alive, if not more. And, there's a few traps, a multi-target inferno, and a couple more defenses. But, when it comes to 30 more hogs, they're just going to fizzle out. And, it doesn't matter. They're still going to get the triple. So, plenty of good cleanup. Again, that party wizard super OP right now on these cleanups. And, if you guys are raiding and doing wars, switch to that party wizard. You guys wanna use him. He's definitely coming in handy right now. And now we got Vandit here, and Vandit's gonna be doing a Sui Hero Mass Hog, and starting it off by creating a decent funnel. There is a little tough just because that the hidden Tesla popped up, which is not ideal, but the Wall Wrecker and heroes get into the core and take out that Giga Tesla. Then he pulls the CC, and the CC is going to get taken out. Luckily, he takes out the Baby Dragon first. Then he's going to take out the Hound and use a really good poison spell here to get rid of all those pups, because those pups are pretty detrimental to hogs as well. And from there, at this point, he's probably deciding like, oh, I wonder which way I'm going to deploy my hogs. So, and he ended up deploying from about the 1 o'clock to all the way, or I'm sorry, 1 o'clock all the way to the 9 o'clock, okay? And again, uses hogs on the entire base, uses skeletons in the core there. Warden's ability has already been used. Those skeletons just take out that queen, and then these skeletons are just going to work on those other trash structures in the core there, which is great because it speeds up on cleanup. The hogs make it all the way into that last Inferno compartment, and it saves a healing spell, which, is pretty... incredible that he had a healing spell left after this raid. So, Vandit, another beautiful hit. He really, he put up a good amount of triples that we saw in the clan rankings. And, yeah, guys, that was Armageddon PL. Unfortunate we lost to them, but they definitely, yeah. What can you do? It's all part of the game. All right, Liam again. Here he is on another one of his triples. Just beast moded it. And in this case, he's gonna be doing a Kill Squad Hog. So obviously, I love this attack. Now, the only thing different about his Kill Squad Hog attack is that he doesn't use healers, which I find a little bit more difficult because those bowlers get taken out a lot quicker. Once that Giga Tesla is activated, then those bowlers are going to get hit, and they don't have a lot of HP, so they're going to get taken out. And, he had a great jump spell into the core there. He had great hog placement. These hogs have a great L shape to the rest of this base. Perfectly placed healing spells, and he actually, the raid that he does is he brings in an extra healing spell compared to mine. And in this case, that's perfect because, I'm not sure if he would have tripled or not with only 3 healing spells. So Liam has just beast moded at the CWL, and I guess this is a good time to say that Liam officially has left Just Ordinary. It's a huge loss for us, but when it comes down to it, you got to look out for what you do, and Liam really I've got a special place in my heart for Liam. He's done an insanely good job at the months that we've been at Just Ordinary, and really benefited a lot to this clan. And next up, so yeah, that's that. And now we're moving on. This is my attack. I'm going to be doing a Kill Squad Hog attack. And again, I just make this funnel complete by using the Baby Dragon and Loon, and then on the other side I use that P.E.K.K.A. That P.E.K.K.A. is able to get through all the important defenses. In this case, I was a little nervous because that elixir collector was still up, but my troops were able to take it out with just one punch of that bowler, and then Rage jumped into the core there to get that queen, the Eagle artillery, and then from there I sent all my hogs in from one side and a few good cleanup troops, perfectly placed heal spells. I gotta make myself feel good every once in a while by saying that they were perfect heal spells, and heal spell in this back corner. My hogs are basically at full health, so they're going to get through that wizard tower and then that multi-target inferno, and then all that's left is really some point defenses. So my cleanup, one thing I was really bad about doing was using the party wizards. So I had my quick train armies and I would just use those, but I need to keep reminding myself to train the party wizard. It is just OP right now. Some great cleanup troops available. And yeah, guys, that was my second triple, day 3 in Just Ordinary for the CWL. And definitely felt confident in that base. Next up is Con, and this base just gives me a headache looking at it, It would be a tough kill squad hog funnel, but in this case, he is going to be starting off with a bowler bounce funnel. That bowler just has perfect timing because that baby dragon was going to take it out. And then he sends in a couple archers just to keep that baby dragon in the poison spell to take that baby dragon out. Now that's huge because it is a Lalo, and in order for the Lalo, you need to take out the baby dragons for sure. And he's going to Sui the king to get rid of the trash structures around the the Giga Tesla compartment, and then from there that queen is going to Sui herself on the Giga Tesla. Once that is done, he's going to send the Lalo portion in from about the 12 o'clock to the 3 o'clock, and some great haste spells, the free spells on that multi-target inferno. The loon's going through. He's leading by a couple hounds and the stone slammer. He has the skeleton spells just dominating that queen at about the 4:35 o'clock. And, these loons just path over right dead center of the base. There's really nothing that was going to stop this attack. It was the perfect attack for this base and ended up just, demolishing it, as you guys can see. That king actually stays up for the entirety of the raid, guys. How cool is that? That was the first troop placed on the raid, and it lasted all the way to the end. That's pretty cool. And next up, we have the one and only Shaner. Now, Shaner had a decent CWL for sure, but check out this E-Drag funnel. Check out all the storages and everything getting hit by that E-Drag. That is just so OP, man. There is so much value in that. And then he's going to be doing his signature witch slap attack, if you will. And, he starts it off by getting a good funnel with that E-Drag. Use the Warden's ability early because he didn't want to kill that queen, and that queen actually took out the defending archer queen. That king and the witches are taken down one side. Uses that jump spell on the right to move that queen into the core there. Now, it's obvious that queen did not follow the kill squad, which was intended, but Shainer's so good that he adapts and overcomes and is able to, roll with the punches. And in this case, he sends in the witches on the same side as that kill squad went in. And this queen is still up, man. This queen, I don't know how she stayed up. She got so lucky. And all that's left is a few point defenses in that bomber tower. And, that's just, the queen is back up to full health now. The witches are pushing through, and that's just going to be a wrap. Super cool attack. His signature attack he brought from doing regular wars right into here doing the CWL triples. So awesome hit, Shaner. That is a well versatile attack. And yeah, that's it for day 3 Renegade Titans. Oh, speaking of which, it's pretty funny. Godwin went into all the other clans and actually got into that one to spy on us, which is pretty funny. Just a sidebar there. Next up, we have JD9, and he's going to be doing his... Now, we've seen this base hit a few times. This is a very old base, probably at least 4 CWLs now, and I uploaded it on my last CWL recap as well. And from here, he's queen charging down the 3 o'clock to the 6 o'clock hand side, sends in a couple hogs and other troops to, one, pull the CC. He wanted to pull that CC pretty early, just so that the queen was going to be able to take them out before the queen got to the king and the Giga Tesla. Sends in the hogs at the 1 o'clock going counterclockwise. And, I mean, just some really good healing spells. Sends in a couple loons to distract that wizard tower, and is actually going to take that wizard tower out, which is going to keep the hogs funneled into the core there. That's a nasty Tesla farm. All 5 Teslas there. And then, man, those hogs are just dealing with a lot of crap. They had the Grand Warden, the skeleton traps, that Tesla farm, mortar, everything. And then my favorite part of the raid, let's kill all those annoying skeleton traps. And he's got a swag rage. JD9 is just doing, putting up good numbers as always. Next up, we got Mitch. And this Mitch, he actually had a really good CWL too. He was in a few different war days, and he put up some really good hits. In this case, he's going to be doing an E-drag funnel. And remember when I remember doing recaps on Mitch, a couple months ago, and saying he is just overpowered in doing the regular, P.E.K.K.A. Bewitch or P.E.K.K.A. Bowlers. And in this case, that's what he's doing. He made it a really good funnel. And once he made the good funnel, he's just going to send in his huge kill squad. Notice what he did with that blimp there. He used that blimp only for that multi-target Inferno. That multi-target Inferno was within distance to reach all those troops. So, I mean, it really just made perfect placement of and getting rid of that that was targeting all of his troops. And the troops kind of split up during the core here, which is all right because, they go their separate ways, so it's not a time fail. And the queen still has her ability, is actually going to use her ability over in this corner, which is really good because it's going to take out mostly the defensive structures there. And then the rest of the troops can focus on, bringing through the walls and blah, blah, blah. Once that expo was locked on, he sent the wizard in there to just distract it from the other side. The ice golem is just tanking for the troops as they make their way around, and plenty of cleanup troops. Guys, what a great attack. It shows like old attacks are not dead. They're still here, and they're still, putting up triples against some of the top clans in the game. And yeah, so next up we got VA, and VA is going to be doing a Suihiro Hog with the Stone Slammer. Now, he sends the king in there and a P.E.K.K.A. to tank and get rid of the trash structures. Then he's going to send a giant. Now, he sends the giant to tank for that queen. He knew that town hall was going to be within range of that queen, so it was an extremely easy suicide queen attack. Now, from there, check out what he's doing with this. He was able to also take out that multi-target Inferno. Then, he's able to use that E-Dragon Stone Slammer to take out the queen. I mean, this base is just... VA exposed every weakness of this base. And from there, he uses the hogs at the 9 o'clock. He's going to push through. Unfortunately, the enemy CC is a pain in the butt, but he uses a freeze and the poison to get rid of them. That baby dragon was a huge threat there. Another big threat is that witch and those skeletons, but there's so many hogs and so many... healing spells to where these hogs are just going to go through, and then they're finally going to turn their backs and start taking out the skeletons and the witches and the enemy king, etc., etc. It's just a pain in the butt, guys, honestly, but he still has probably 20 hogs left alive that are going to secure the triple and clean up those trash structures. So VA exposed so many weaknesses on this base, even with really good defensive CC. You can't say anything negative about that attack. Next up, we got Link or Ka, and, Ka, man, he's putting up triples still. I mean, this guy is a beast, I swear, Like, I say that a lot, but Ka goes down in the legend, he's a true legend in this game. And in this attack, he's going to be using a couple baby dragons to funnel, and he's going to queen walk, and takes out the enemy king on this walk, and then sends in a couple party wizards to get rid of a few of those different... army camps in the back of this base. Pulls the CC, uses the poison spell, and then basically is just walking around to this jump that he placed right on that multi-target Inferno, because with that jump, he is able to get all the value that we like to talk about again, except for the Giga Tesla. But it gets rid of that Eagle Artillery, the enemy CC, and walks around in that moat to take out the enemy queen. Then the miners are going to push through. The healers went off of the queen because she went down, and then they focus on the miners, which is really cool. That actually comes in full circle. Sends in the Stone Slammer on the backhand side to keep those miners funneled. Use the Warden's ability and the Rage spell in the core there when there was a lot of DPS and high hit point structures, which is going to keep those miners alive and take out the more important defenses. From there, I mean, there's so many miners left alive. Loons that were in the Stone Slammer. That king is still alive after he provided the funnel for the miners around the town hall. I mean, everything that you see in a textbook Queen Walk Charge miner is right there. That is definitely a beautiful hit. Now, next up, we have Liam. And again, Liam just putting up triple after triple here. In this case, he's creating a good little funnel here just with a couple of troops that, they're not expensive. So it secures the triple, or secures the funnel. Sends in the Ice Golem to tank for that Wall Wrecker. And because you knew there was going to be a Tesla farm there, that Wall Wrecker is able to make it right inside of that Giga Tesla compartment. There are a ton of value with that funnel, guys. That was a huge value. And then jump spells into the core, pulls the CC, poisons the CC, rages in the core. That Barbarian King still has his ability. So there's the rage from the Barbarian King. And these hogs just pushing through. They go in at the 9 o'clock side. Some party wizards on cleanup. They're extremely fast. The queen uses her ability, takes out that multi-target Inferno. A couple backside hogs to keep those hogs in the inside ring of defenses, or outside ring of defenses on the inside of the base. These hogs overpowered this base, guys. There's probably 40 hogs left alive there, and I think there was only 40 hogs in the attack, so I don't think he lost a lot. And, the party wizards are excellent on the cleanup. He has an swag heal spell, which is absolutely incredible on a base like that. Just Liam putting up some really good numbers on his goodbye. Now, this base, you guys, we see this a lot in Legend Leagues. I'm not going to commentate too much on this, but I will say that Div is a member that just joined for our CWL season, and I'm sure he is going to stick around and do some wars after the fact. And, this is a good example on showing, what he's got. And he basically did a massive queen charge, or queen walk into a P.E.K.K.A. bowler attack. And there's just, it's a ring base, so P.E.K.K.A. bowlers is huge against ring bases and is able to secure the triple here with that style of attack, which is, you don't see it a lot, but, ring bases and in Legend League, you see them quite a bit, and that's the triple. So, yeah. We got one more replay before we do the part 2, and it's going to be Sum Ting Wong, okay? Now, that is a name all on its own. And he's going to be doing a backside queen charge using the Wall Wrecker. That queen is able to take out the enemy queen, a multi-target Inferno, 2 Ice Golem CC. That king just has so much value with that funnel because that queen is going to be right in the core there. Uses the poison spell over that witch and all the CC, and then is eventually going to take out that Eagle Artillery and a few other defenses, rages up that queen one more time to keep her alive in the core there. The hogs start going in at the 3 o'clock and are going to take out that multi-target Inferno, a couple other defenses. That queen, the charging queen, goes down, uses those hogs under that rage spell near that Giga Tesla. Missed that Giga Tesla with the freeze, but uses the Warden's ability, so basically the same effect. And then, these hogs just annihilate this base, and again, these skeleton spells are super annoying. They're going to take those out and then take out the king. And then from there, the party wizards and the cleanup troops are going to secure the triple. So that is the first part of this CWL recap, guys. So we're going to move into the next part, and I'm going to get commentating on that one and putting it up. So yeah, thanks, guys.